Okay, this is how they communicated first with the radio. Then it evolved to a wall payphone here. And eventually they moved to a phone booth for a little bit more privacy. 1935. Then the switchboard operator would connect you to your party, sticking wires into different places so you can communicate over the telephone. This is how they did that. This is the telephone operators. I don't know what year. It doesn't have a year, does it? They got paid $3 a week, 200 calls an hour. What number, please, was always asked. They got paid $3 a week to man the switchboard. Mailman. It's a little different than they have now. Now you just put all the mail in the back of the vehicle, and back then they carried it around like that, I guess. Okay. Here we are. Can't get the whole thing in here, but probably could if I used fisheye. This is an old Conestoga wagon, covered wagon. They just don't have the canvas over the top. This is some of the outfits that the pioneers wore back in the day. Men's clothes, 19th century. Boys' clothes. There's a wagon jack. Jack up the wagon if you had repaired a wheel. The mess kit. A churn for butter and cream. I'll kind of put this here. You guys can read this. Pause it. As I work my way down, you can pause it if you're interested. Otherwise, you can just ignore this section. Pause it when you want to read it. Buffalo hide underneath. You get the different angle of the covered wagon here. And the women, an old violin. Some more cooking utensils. And they got some nice displays outside that we're going to go outside now. The dresses that the women wore. 1840s. The bonnet. And these are the evolution of the rifles and shotguns. Starting at the top, you got a Colt, 1880 12 gauge, or 10 gauge, sorry. And then a 22 caliber rifle. I'm not going to go through all what these are, but you can kind of see the evolution of later models. There you go. Pistols, same thing. Pistols they used to use. I know it's not as exciting as when we were in the Philippines doing video, but we'll be back there soon enough. Hopefully we're going to get back there this fall so I can do more videos from the Philippines. Big bayonets on this one. Probably don't see many of these. It's a bow rifle, crossbow rifle. One of a kind. Okay, this is a town, I think 1920s, I believe it said. And then we'll head down this way. Some old buildings from the time period.
Hello?
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Come on in.
Oh, we can go in. What is this room?
Well, this is the telephone, so it would be my house, and then I would get paid $15 a month to have the switchboard in my house, which isn't much considering that the average middle-class man would make $40 a month. So I'm doing extra stuff to make
wood
extra
stove.
money.
Got it. Nice. So where's the switchboard there?
It's over there.
Oh, I missed
can show
it.
you how it
I
works.
walked right by it.
I just need, want to ring the side of the phone? I'll show you how the switchboard works.
Oh, okay.
Come on in here. It's a small house. The sun's moved. Move this one up.
It's a switchboard. There it is. So what year would this been? Like,
The switchboard itself is a 1903.
okay.
Very hard to find one that would actually work.
Mhm.
The town is in 1896, so the whole
Okay,
town is set in
1896.
1896.
Okay, okay.
So this would be like a phone that you would have on your wall in your house.
Mhm.
See the crank on the side?
Yeah, right there.
Go ahead and ring it.
You have to pick the...
No,
No.
if you pick that up and then it won't ring, you ring it and then you'll pick it up. And then you notice over here on the switchboard that this light this turned red. And then you can also see it ring up here. So what the operator do in this town, 2 rings means you want the operator. So if you hear 2 rings in your house, you're not going to pick up the phone.
No.
You're not supposed to pick up the phone.
Okay.
So the operator would plug into the bottom. This is the main source down here, and then plug into the number that's calling.
Okay.
And I would ask, number please. And if you're calling someone on line 6, you take the one directly behind and plug it into line 6. Now you're going to pretend that phone is in their house.
Okay.
And so then she would ring it a certain pattern to let them know that it was theirs to pick up. Because basically, from what I understand, the people on your street would be all connected into the same line. And so,
Right.
the next street. And then after she'd connect you, then she would disconnect. Or she might listen in.
This building is the doctor's office. I'm not really going to take... This is the boarding house, she said, I believe. This is a boarding house, the way a boarding house would look. You have the little room where people can get together, play checkers, write letters, play the piano, has its own wood stove. And then here is probably the kitchen. Can't go in there. The stove where everybody would eat. Everybody would eat here that lives here in the boarding house. And then you go, this is, oh, more of the same. Another place I guess you can eat. Other side of the kitchen. You come through here. So this is 1896, not 1920 or 1910 like I said earlier. You go upstairs, this is where all the boarding rooms were. You'd have your own little room, individual room. Oh, I guess this is for your bath. Can't see because it's dark. They have an old bathtub here with a water tank, but you can't see because it's too dark, sorry. This is one boarding room here. You got a bed, wash basin, chair. And here would be another room. It's a little bigger, so this is probably for more important people. Place for a stove as well. And you walk down here. You have another boarding room. Typical, just your bed. Again, your wash basin, and a mirror, and a chair. And then this one is the dentist office. Someone rented this out for the dentist office, so the dentist probably lived in one of these rooms. His desk, his equipment, a little porch that you can come up the back way so you don't have to walk through the house.